Hello, my name is Faith Taylor, and I'm excited to share my Advent reflection of the word perfectionism. To start, God could have created us all to be perfect, following rules, meeting deadlines, doing everything as it should be done, ignoring temptation, and so on. Thinking of Adam and Eve's encounter with the forbidden fruit, God could have made the tree of knowledge of good and evil untouchable, or he could have not made Adam and Eve to have the freedom to be tempted by the serpent to eat the forbidden fruit. Instead, he gave them free will to make their choice. This is an example of how God did not create us to be perfect. God's intention was not for us to live perfectly. God's intention was to create something that he loved and could be proud of. Perfect is defined as having all the required or desirable elements, qualities, or characteristics, as good as it is possible to be. Perfectionism is the refusal to accept any standard short of perfection. As I began to work on this reflection, I'll admit, I wanted it to be perfect. I want to say the best things. I want to say things the right way. I want to ensure a good message is received. I want to make people feel included. I want to speak clearly and not stumble on my words. I want. But all those expectations for this to be perfect, all the worry of wanting it to be as good as possible and the stress that it causes makes me feel that it will never be good enough because something can always be better, right? Although I've learned that this perfectionistic mindset is one that takes away from the beauty of the imperfect. A perfectionist mindset is one that creates excessively high personal standards and overly critical self-evaluations. The quote for today states, "Practice makes progress, not perfection." When striving for perfection, I find that it can be much easier to shut down or to feel less than. When striving for progress, I'm able to adapt a learner mindset. I've struggled with wanting things to be perfect and feel that there is a lot of weight on everything that I do. In the passage, Rob and Brent told us about the practice of dropping your spoon on the floor of a restaurant to help those of us who struggle with the need for things to be perfect. I appreciate her acknowledgement of learning that we will not die from a lethal dose of mortification. This stood out to me because when striving for perfection, I feel that the consequences of a mistake are large, and I feel at blame for those potential errors. Although, isn't there beauty in the errors and the mistakes? These are opportunities for us to learn and to grow. The perfect is not what teaches us or influences our potential. The imperfect is where we are able to acknowledge that we are human and can grow. Something that has helped me overcome perfectionism was taught to me by one of my college professors. It was the first day of class, and he dedicated the day to setting us up for success in new experiences, both in and out of the classroom. This one statement he said really stuck with me, and it was, "Start every day as a beginner." This statement has helped me to cope with perfectionism by helping me to be more accepting of my efforts and more patient with myself. If I start every day as a beginner, I can appreciate things as they are, I can look for the beauty in the imperfections, and I'm able to recognize my efforts and can have an open mind to continuously learn. I'd say there's only perfect in the imperfect. God made everything to be as it is, so let us appreciate what he has brought to all of our tables and how he has given us the freedom to not be perfect. God has created you, and he is proud of you for who you are and who you can be. God loves each and every one of us, and he loves us for who we are, imperfect and all.